Did you just get a 30% on Turnitin? Let me tell you what that number means. Check it out. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Confessions of a Doctorholic. My name's Hafsa if this is your first time here. And this is a question that I get all the time once someone submits an assignment. So you chuck in your assignment and there's this thing called Turnitin. It's a plagiarism checker. And then suddenly you get a number and people tend to freak out. So I thought I would show you today what Turnitin is all about. So I'm just gonna upload my assignment right now. I'm gonna speed this up. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go to submission details. Okay, so as you can see over here, there's nothing here. And that's because I just submitted my assignment. So, pro tip, if you have an assignment due, try to submit it slightly earlier, like not the day before it's due or on the same day, because sometimes Turnitin is a little bit slow because so many people are uploading their documents at the same time. All right, so I'm just gonna try to find an old assignment. Okay, so this is a CAP project. It was due on the 22nd of Jan. So this is what I'm gonna look at, submission details. So as you can see over here, it's 18%, which isn't a bad number. And for those of you who are wondering, what's a good number to have on Turnitin? There's no real right or wrong answer, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Whatever number you get on Turnitin, you have to click on it and check out why you've got 18% or whatever number you've got. So as you can see over here in my project, it says it highlights case analysis project, diagnosis, type 2 diabetes, patient presentation. So basically with my project, I had two other students who spoke about diabetes as well. So that's probably why it picked it up. And the headlines were universal between me and every other person in the class. So I'm just going through the document at the moment. And as you can see, there are different things that are highlighted. So these things that are highlighted are the things that have been plagiarized. So essentially over here, number one, it says student paper submitted to St. George. So I go to medical school at St. George's. This is where I submitted my assignment, so that's why it says 3%. And basically you keep going through all the references, it's the same thing. Everything else, as you can see, me scrolling down right now, it's 1% and it's less than 1%, so that's absolutely fine. Basically what Turnitin does is it detects information. It detects 8 words that are in the sentence together. Okay, so we can stop here. So disease details. So as you can see, the highlighted section, these are the 8 words that have been seen in a row in a paper. Even though I added a few extra words like deficits in pancreatic insulin secretion, it still detects that all of those words were put together in the same sentence in link number 8, which is from nice.org.uk. So Turnitin is a plagiarism checker. It checks everything based on what was submitted on Turnitin. So many universities around the world use it. Deakin University used it, that's where I did my undergrad, and St. George's uses it, and that's where I'm doing my medical school at the moment. And it can detect work off of pretty much anything. So PDF, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. It does not detect paraphrasing because when you paraphrase, you write something in your own words. It does not detect things that are in videos like YouTube videos. And it can detect what you've submitted before. So I don't have an example in this doco, but I submitted an assignment in first year of medical school, which was about ulcerative colitis, and I wrote an assignment at Deakin University about ulcerative colitis. I did copy a sentence, not word for word, but I mean, I was kind of like, you know what? I wrote this paper, this is my paper, it doesn't matter. So when you upload that onto Turnitin, it says student paper, Deakin University. So I knew it couldn't have been anything else except my paper, but it says it's a paper, it doesn't say that it's your paper. And there is a thing called self-plagiarism. So you essentially plagiarize yourself. There isn't really a Turnitin score that's too high. Basically, you can't copy sentences word for word, right? And as you can see in my document, I mean, the chances of me getting 8 words in a row that's exactly the same as somewhere else is kind of high, especially if you're using more technical terms. And sometimes, honestly, I look at journal articles because that teaches me how to write. So I want to write the best way that I can, so I might copy the way they've worded things. So it's bound to be highlighted. The thing is, you don't want to copy and paste paragraphs or big chunks from the one paper. Usually what your teachers and lecturers would do at universities is they would actually go through it and check, just like I did, they would check each of the references. Why did that happen? Sometimes Turnitin also detects your reference list. So don't fret too much about it. It should be absolutely okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. If this video helped you, subscribe below and give me a thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.